Hey, 8th graders, and welcome to today's Explainer. Let's just jump right in because today we are tackling something incredibly powerful: how to build rock-solid, absolutely unshakable arguments. I want you to think of yourself not just as a student today, but as an architect. We are going to look at the ultimate blueprint for taking an idea and constructing it so well that literally no one can knock it down. So picture this for a second. Have you ever tried to build a house without any walls? Seriously, imagine a massive, heavy roof just hovering in midair, completely unsupported. What's going to happen? Well, gravity takes over, and that roof comes crashing straight to the ground. It's a total disaster, right? Well, writing an essay or making an argument works exactly the same way. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our blueprint for today's Explainer. Number 1, building a strong argument. Number 2, the foundation of evidence. Number 3, choosing your building materials. Number 4, inspecting the walls. Number 5, your homework challenge. And finally, number 6, education rooted in morality. Section 1, building a strong argument. Whenever you're looking at informational text, the author always has a controlling idea. You probably know it as a thesis. That controlling idea, that's the roof of your house. It's the main thing you want people to see. But here's the secret. Without walls, an author's controlling idea is just a hovering opinion, just waiting to collapse. The supporting evidence and all those little details, those act as your walls. They provide the sturdy, unshakable structure that actually holds up your roof and makes your argument genuinely convincing. Section 2, the foundation of evidence. Now, you might be wondering where this rule comes from. Interestingly enough, according to the curriculum, requiring solid evidence isn't just some standard English class rule. It's presented as a timeless biblical principle. The curriculum actually points to 2 Corinthians 13:1b, which says, "Every matter must be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses." So seeking out multiple points of reliable proof is framed as having real moral weight. It's really all about how we establish truth, not just in our academic papers, but in our daily lives. But practically speaking, why does this matter to us? Well, knowing how to spot good supporting evidence acts as a shield and a sword. First, as a shield, it totally protects you from being persuaded by fake news, weak arguments, or, people just shouting their opinions. Second, it acts as a sword. It gives you the power to write your own incredibly credible, powerful essays. Once you know how to build those walls, you kind of become unstoppable. Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds. Choosing your building materials. All right, let's check out the supply yard. First up, we have factual evidence. For example, say an author cites NASA temperature data from the last 50 years to discuss climate change. Factual evidence is like the steel beams of your building materials. It's hard statistics, it's data. It is highly measurable, extremely reliable, and directly proves the point. When you absolutely need an unbreakable wall, you use facts. Next up, we have expert testimony. Imagine a medical article where a literal doctor is explaining why certain vitamins boost your immunity. Bringing in an expert adds massive credibility to your blueprint. And why is that? Because experts have spent years, sometimes decades, studying their specific fields. Look, when a professional builder signs off on structural plans, people trust it. When a professional expert backs up your thesis, your reader is going to trust it. And our third material is anecdotal evidence. Think of a student writing an essay on volunteering, and they include a personal story about helping out at a local shelter. This brilliantly illustrates a very different kind of strength. While anecdotal evidence obviously isn't hard scientific data, personal stories add this crucial emotional connection to your thesis. They basically make your house feel like a home by helping the reader relate to the topic on a really human level. Section 4, inspecting the walls. Okay, now you have to put on your hard hat and be the building inspector. You've got to rigorously audit these claims to see if they hold up to scrutiny. Here is your 3-step evaluation checklist. Step 1, does the evidence actually connect to the controlling idea? Like, does this wall actually touch the roof? Step 2, is the source reliable? Are we talking about a real expert or just some random blog? And step 3, is the evidence up to date and relevant? An article from 1995 probably isn't going to help an argument about modern smartphones, right? You absolutely have to test your materials. Section 5, your homework challenge. All right, 8th graders, here is your challenge. I want you to pause this explainer right here, grab a notebook, and write down these 5 blueprint tasks. Ready? Number 1, name the 3 types of supporting evidence we just discussed. Number 2, explain why expert testimony is considered so strong. Number 3, list the ways you can check if evidence is reliable. Number 4,
Give me a quick example of weak evidence for a thesis. And number 5, this is the big one. Find a real news article and highlight 2 pieces of evidence that support its main point. Go ahead and put your new skills to the test.
Section 6, Education Rooted in Morality. To wrap things up, the curriculum contrasts 2 different paths for us. The first path is education without morality. The source material asks a pretty heavy question. What is the point of being incredibly smart and highly educated if you just continue to make destructive choices that hurt you and the people around you? It's kind of framed as building a structurally perfect house right on the edge of a crumbling cliff. The second path is education with morality. The idea here is that when you pair your intellect with a strong biblical moral compass, you become what they call a godly learner. You build a life that is safe, purposeful, and genuinely good. So the crucial point the text is making here is captured in Romans 8, 6-7, which promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. The overarching philosophy of the curriculum teaches that true peace doesn't just come from knowing how to analyze a text or build a great argument. True peace happens when a sharply educated mind aligns with spiritual truth. Which brings us to one final, really provocative thought from the curriculum today. Think about this. What good is being smart if you're building a life on bad choices? I really challenge you 8th graders to go out there and be exceptional architects. Build brilliantly strong, evidence-backed academic essays for sure, but more importantly, consider the core message here, using truth and morality to build a strong, grounded life. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Good luck on that homework challenge, and keep building on a solid foundation.